Have you ever wondered, have you ever thought of this question? What am I doing in this place? How am I going to defeat this opponent that is in front of me? Am I the chosen one? Am I ready? So if you imagine yourself in a boxing ring, you have trained so much for this match that is coming, and you have the determination to tackle your opponent down. But as you are warming up with your coach, you want a glimpse of that opponent that you are fighting. You want to see that opponent that you just want to know who he is, what he looks like. Maybe your opponent is bald with no hair in his head. Maybe your opponent is tall. Maybe he is twice as much bigger as you. That is where it all begins. Thoughts shaped like fear that will haunt you. Thoughts shaped like fiery arrows will come towards you. Thoughts shaped like roaring wind that will try to come towards you, and it will bring your inner emotions to zero, zilch, under egg. And these thoughts turns into questions that you want to answer for your own self. The questions might be, that guy is big, he is stronger, I can't beat my opponent. Look at him, he is muscular. Look at me, I am so skinny and I look like a stick. He might be practicing for more than I did. Months, years, weeks, and look at me. Why am I like this? The referee shouts start, and the opponent that you are trying to fight comes towards you like a roaring wind and shouts like a pirate, "Arr!" and blows a punch. You fall to the ground. That punch was as hard as like Superman just came down from his whole planet and slapped you in the face, and you felt that power just run in you. You become unconscious and blood squirts out of your nose. The question I want to ask you is, what do you do next? How will you handle this situation? Will you sit back and relax and say to the referee, this fight is not my fight. This fight, I can't fight anymore. I'll just sit back, relax, eat the popcorn, and let this opponent fight his own battles. And I will just relax and watch the fight from here. Or are you going to stand up? Everyone in the ring is fighting for something we value the most. Everyone in the ring, we're fighting for something we care the most. Remember that we are in that ring in the same time, in the same ring, but the enemies, the opponent we are fighting is different. There are two questions that is coming up in my mind for you. It might be personal, it might not be. But those questions are, who is your opponent and what are you fighting for? Who is your opponent and what are you fighting for? These two major questions might be roaming in your mind, might be jumbled in your mind somewhere. Who is your opponent and what are you fighting for? Your opponent can be different. Your opponent can be money. You are having a financial problem and you're in that ring fighting for a breakthrough. You want that financial breakthrough in your life. You might be fighting for friendship breakdown. You want that friendship to last long, so you in the ring fighting for freedom, fighting for that patch up, fighting for a reunion of your friendship. The advice that I will give you is, you might not see this environment clearly, so please take the plank out of your own eyes so that you can see the environment. Second thing is the two F's: forgive and forget. You might be in a problem right now. You might not want to forgive the person that is your best friend. So if you forgive that person and you forget what happened back then that friendship will be solved. Then you'll become good friends again. You might be having family issues. The advice that I'll give you is family issues are very sensitive. Time is important, and even patience. It takes patience for that family issue to heal. So time and patience are the keys to healing that family issue. Your problems might be big, that it may bring you down, and you try your best to get back up, but you can't because you lost so much energy. The advice that I will give you is don't give up, but keep fighting. Don't give up, but keep fighting. The quote that is very popular, everyone says that even if they are not a Christian, when life gives you lemons, then make lemonade. When life gives you a struggled life, when your opponent hits you, stand back up and firm your ground. Because every time when you fall, you learn from your mistakes. Every time you get back up, you stand your ground, you become mature, you become brave. So how, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When your opponent hits you, stand back up. God is bigger than your opponent that you face. When you are down, God will give his hands to bring you back up. Jesus will comfort you in times of struggle and sadness. Please do not doubt him, for he is the solution. You cannot fight alone, but with God partnered with you, you can do the extraordinary punches. You can do the extraordinary shots that will bring your opponent down. So thank you very much for listening to this motivational video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you got motivated, then it's also good. And yes, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, this is the first episode. My name is Jamesh Babu, and I'll see you in the next video. But you will get back up and say, nothing can stop me.